Okay, so before I begin and showing you the latest version of the prop, I want to show you what I did for a skull. So this is what I bought. I found it at a craft place online. I needed something close to about 18 inches, and this is just at 17. But it wasn't exactly what I was looking for. So what I did instead was this. So this is what I made out of it. I've got two because the first one I got was really cracked and damaged in delivery, so they sent me a replacement, and unfortunately the one that they sent me to is cracked along the sides because the shell of it's very almost paper thin plastic. But I want to get a little bit closer to this. I'm going to show you again. I'll back up so you can see both. So what I did is I took a cut-off tool. I cut off at the jaw, right along here, and then I cut along, and then I cut through the teeth and cut around both sides. And then what I did, I'll flip this over, I actually put in a piece of, it's thicker than hanger wire, but I actually drilled in there and angled it so that the jaw came back. This is Bondo, and then I'm actually going to fill around here. You'll see some foam because you need to build up the edge. Like you can see along here, I've already done it because, like I said, as I cut this out, it really did kind of self-destruct on itself. And so I ended up building it all up. But one of the things you'll see that I did is, and I did this on my pumpkins. So all this detail here is just Scotch tape, and then some of it that's built up around the eyeballs around here is rolled newspaper and wrapped in Scotch tape and put around. And it's almost like the same idea that the people do when they corpse something, but instead of painting it red and making it some kind of gruesome thing, what I do is I paint the whole thing black, and then I go back and wipe on the white paint so that you'll see in all the crevices and stuff that it's black. And then I use some stain, which a lot of people use to give it a little bit of discoloration. And these are just plastic eyeballs. It took me a while to find 1 3/4 what I needed. So those are glued in, so I've got eyes. And you can just see then the pipe, the PVC pipe, once I show you the prop, that's what connects the skull inside the pumpkin head. I'll paint that black so you won't see it. But it extended the mask about 1.5 inches, so it actually just fits. I had to cut some of the foam inside of the pumpkin to make it actually fit, but it does work. And but again, I just want to show you this. I think is a great one of the best or better skulls I found. If anybody's interested, I can actually give you. I think I will. I'll post where I got it because it was only $19.95, I think, and shipping was like $5 or something like that. And it's actually, said close to 17.5 inches. It's a great skull. You do need to fix it a little bit because this, like I said, is the second one I've got. And what it does is it cracks along the edges over here because it's just really paper thin. So there's these hairline fractures, and it's not a big deal, I guess. But as I was cutting off the jaw, this all just failed and stuff, and that's why I had to go in with some adhesive and then some Bondo, and I built it up. But I definitely like it. It was actually not hard at all to create my version of this, which I was at one point I was thinking about building my own, but which would have been way too much work. And so this, I think, for somebody that's looking for a skull to start with and maybe do something with it, this one's probably one of the best I've seen because for like $20, and it's, as I said, it's 17.5 inches long or high, so it's quite a big skull to work with. And the thing I like too is it's only half. It's only the front, which a lot of people have full, round skulls. But I've actually ended up using the half, just the front ones, much more in my props. So I'm going to go put it all together, and then I actually have the lights and sound hooked up. It's probably not the same sound I'm going to use, but I'll put it together, and then I'll show you how the prop's working from that point.